Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you another week's weekly reading vlog. So, start the week how we mean to go on. I do have to get back to work. I'm just at the end of my lunch break today. It is actually now Tuesday, which I feel like I'm starting my vlogs on Tuesday a lot lately and giving myself Monday to just regenerate? That's not what I meant. Recuperate? I don't know. But yeah, I didn't vlog yesterday. I've been in the office this morning, come home this afternoon, and I came home to a parcel. I know exactly what this is. I don't know 100% what it looks like. I've been trying to stay away, not from spoilers because it's just a book cover, but just trying to avoid all of online content about this. Okay. I love it. I love it. This is A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. This is a signed and exclusive edition. I don't know what's exclusive. Hand signed. Hello. Oh no, the back cover's a bit modged. It's fine. May the best villain win. Oh my Christ. Look at that. Have I read any of this series yet? No. I intend to. When? Who knows? But look how nice this is. Right, I need to get back to work because I have a meeting in like 2 minutes. Then I'll tell you more about books I've been reading. Right, hello, hi. I can actually sit down and talk about books for a little bit now. It is Tuesday, it's nearly 7 p.m. and I'm doing Patreon reading sprints at 7. And what am I going to be reading? I'm going to be first reading How to Kill Men and Get Away With It. That was loud. By Katie Brent. This is my buddy read with Victoria. We started it yesterday and read just shy of 75 pages. Oh no, 76 pages. And I'm really loving this. It's like Sweet Pea vibes, Luckiest Girl Alive, like everything I thought it was going to be. And yeah, it's about an influencer. We are 76 pages in and already have 2, possibly 3, was there one at the start? Definitely 2 dead bodies. So it's a good time. It's a good time. Once I've done the buddy read section, I'll then be moving on to The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. This is a book I got from WAYPOINT books actually, but it is also the Patreon buddy read. So yeah, in the Patreon reading sprints, I'm doing Victoria's buddy read and the Patreon buddy read. A lot of words. I'm going to try and get at least the 2 days pages in, which is up to page 104. If I can keep going, I'll keep going. But that is the plan. So sprint 1 and then 2 and 3, and then it'll be bedtime. I have already finished a book today, and that is We Played With Fire by Catherine Barter. Unfortunately, I've given this 2 stars. It's really not something I vibed with. We're following the Fox sisters. This is like a fictionalized recount, is that the word I mean? The Fox sisters were real people, but yeah, it's kind of embellished it a little bit. I don't think I could actually explain. If you told me I had to write 100 words on what happens in this book, I don't think I could do it. I really tuned out. I was not that bothered, and yeah, I just kind of read it to finish it, which is a real shame. It is a real shame. But it's when I got a Yelk. It was on my These Books Will Self-Destruct in 12 months, so it now won't self-destruct because I've read it, but oh my god, but I will be unhauling it. So there's that. I better get started on these reading sprints. I haven't done them in like a week, I guess, because of, well, maybe over a week. Oh my god, because of the trip to London. So yeah, it's like a little bit weird for me to be coming back. It feels like it's been so long. How is it going to feel over Christmas? Jesus. Right, I need to stop talking. Hello. Somehow it's already Thursday. I'm not quite sure how it's happened. I mean, I get it. I've woken up and gone to work and then gone to sleep and then woken up. That's how time progresses. But this week's just gone by in like a literal flash. Oh, I got my nails done last night. We went for pink. I really like these. I think these are my favourite I've had so far. They're very me, but yeah, now my hands look really big. Anyway, a book. I read an entire audiobook yesterday, and that was Finding Sky by Joss Sterling. I've wanted to re-pick this one up for a while because I have the second, which is Stealing Phoenix. Then I'm just going to want to read the third, I'm sure, but I couldn't remember what happened in this. Saw the audiobook for the second and the first being available, so thought, why the hell not? This, yeah, it was a reread. The first time I gave it 4 stars. It's a really unique magical concept, like a YA magical romance situation. So I gave it 4 stars the first time. Really unique, not read anything like it. I then listened to the audiobook this time and I've had to lower it to 3 stars because the audiobook was horrific. I would not recommend it at all. It's a British woman doing the worst American accents that you have ever heard, because our main character Skye moves from England to somewhere in America, but I can't remember where now, somewhere snowy, and then she puts on these fake accents for all the people that Zoe meets, and they are horrific, and it made me cringe so hard that I didn't want to continue reading it. I did. It's only short. It took me the day while working, you know, with playing it on and off, so it didn't take up too much time. But yeah, it was horrifically cringy. So 3 stars for this. If you want, well, I'll just read the back because like it does sound pretty cool. It's very, very 2011. Skye has a secret past. Having buried the truth of her traumatic childhood deep inside, she's something of a mystery even to herself. Starting a new school, she catches her first glimpse of Zed. He stalks the corridors, a godlike creature among mortals. Skye is dumbfounded when he seems drawn to her, but there's more to Zed and to Skye than she realises. I don't even know what book 2 is about. I'm kind of thinking of listening to it today, kind of not too bothered, because I can pick it up where appropriate. But yeah, this one is done. I have finally accepted there is no way I'm getting through my TBR this month. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that I haven't started yet and 2 that I'm partway through, and the month ends on what, Tuesday? But I'm gonna try and do a lot of reading this weekend. But yeah, tonight is the Vampire Diaries watch along, so I'm going to finish work, read parts of the body reads I've got ongoing, which is How to Kill Men and Get Away With It and The Worst Best Man. Worst Best Man is kind of sitting at a 3 star for me right now, and How to Kill Men is sitting at a 4, so we'll see if that's accurate. And then I'm going to do the watch along and journal, because my journal is suffering like mad. I've got like literally half of this is just empty pages with the date written on it. So I need to pull myself together, because from we're in October, from November I'm gonna smash my journal. Not that you really care, because we have a book, it's not journaling, but I like to waffle. I should go do some work. Okay, I'm hoping you can hear me over the air fryer. God, it's really crap lighting, isn't it? But I finished How to Kill Men and Get Away With It by Katie Brent. I was buddy reading it with Victoria, and I was going to talk to you about it while I make noodles, because do I ever shut up about noodles? No. So, I did enjoy reading the book with Victoria. I always do. She's always so patient with me when I like just aren't doing things on time. But it was really like, it was good. It was good, don't get me wrong. And the author actually quotes Sweet Pea as an inspiration, which is one of the books I said it sounded like. So definitely got that kind of vibe, but it felt more, I'm going to talk about a lot of problems rather than I'm just going to talk about a serial killer character, which wasn't necessarily a problem, because clearly we want the character to have more sides than just killing people. The vibes were fantastic at the start. I should probably hold it when I'm not doing anything. The vibes are really good at the start. We're following Kitty, who walks home from a nightclub, and this guy follows her home. She's not interested at all in his advances. He throws a glass bottle at her. An altercation happens, and he ends up landing on the broken glass bottle and killing himself. And she's like, wow, I am now, for a book, going to kill men and get away with it. There was a twist that both myself and Victoria saw coming. It was just a little bit obvious, and I don't know whether, I don't know. I'm trying not to be too harsh, so I gave this 3.5 stars overall. I did give it 4 stars, and then Victoria said 3.5, and I was like, actually, I'm gonna go with Victoria on this one. It's just not quite that good. It's this author's debut, and Victoria said, I'm just going to keep saying Victoria said, it definitely read like her debut. So I think reading with Victoria always makes me more critical, like in a good way, of an author's work, because I'm just kind of like, yeah, it was fun, whatever. But she's better at picking out like real problems in something. Definitely better at it than I am. So overall, I would recommend this book. I think it's a fun time. Definitely, if you enjoyed Sweet Pea, if you enjoyed Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll, if you like funny but disturbing at the same time. Kind of like How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie. I didn't enjoy that one as much because there were like social justice, political elements dropped in where I wanted a fun serial killer, and that's kind of the same vibe here. I might ask Victoria actually if she's read How to Kill Your Family. It's a very, I think that one's closer in vibes. I'm gonna be gifting this one to the mother-in-law. I feel like she will enjoy it, and I'd like to see her opinions on it, so I'm gonna give it to her so she can read it. But that is that one done, and I'm gonna stop filming until something more interesting happens with the noodles. Okay, first up, I'm screwed because I haven't made this packet in a while and the noodles are fully cooked and like drained, and I forgot to add the veggie flakes in. So I'll do that now. It will be fine. It will be fine. They'll just have a hard pea or two. So they're in there. I'm trying to not just show you the entire mess that is my kitchen. Bulldog sauce. Should we just do it all and be in pain? Okay, I've done the vast majority of it. I have also done the leftovers of like a Chinese picking selection. I just feel like I talk about these noodles so much that I actually have to show you them at some point. I'm not doing anything fancy. Normally I like put other stuff in it, but I just wanted noodles because I'm actually getting a Too Good To Go bag tonight from Aldi, which could go multiple, like I could get anything. So I didn't want a massive dinner. Okay, I went a little bit far on the picky bits, but we now have bulldog noodles and picky bits for dinner. I just nearly threw those everywhere. I don't know why I'm showing you this, but I hope you enjoyed. Hello, so hopefully some better lighting now. It is whatever time, about 6 o'clock, and I don't really have any plans for this evening, but the thing has happened that happens with my TBR about twice a year. When I say, Chloe, this is out of hand, like out of control completely, you need to get rid of some books that you're not excited to read. So we're gonna do the most brutal unhaul I have done, I think. I don't know why I'm really struggling. Like I got to such a point where it was only keep books that you love and you're gonna love to read again. And I've really slipped on that. So we're starting over here. That pile there is my TBR, not my TBR, my haul for this month. So clearly I'm not getting rid of any of those. But then back here I have my self-destruct TBR and also some weirdly shaped books that I kind of forget exist. So I'm gonna do a quick browse of these and see what I want to get rid of. Okay, I already have 6. I also just realised how red I look. I have 6 books already, 4 of which are from my self-destruct TBR. I'm not going to get around to them. None of them were gifts, so let's just get rid. The first one is Dear Mrs. Bird. This is a historical, like literary, fiction-y kind of thing. It's not going to happen. How to Kidnap the Rich by Roald Rayner. No appeal to me right now. The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. I said I wasn't going to read any more Lisa Jewell, and when I made that statement I already owned this book. I'm not going to read it, am I? And then this one hurts my heart a little bit, but it is Unraveller by Frances Harding. I got this at Yelp last year, and I think I held on to it because I won it at the whatever stand was doing this, and I felt like I had to take it because I'd won it, and I've kept it because it's an ARC. But I would not request this, so I don't need it, so it can go. John Dies at the End by David Wong. I have heard good things, but it's a chunky horror, and it's not gonna happen, is it? The thing that annoys me the most is this highlighter mark, and I know that's, you know, it means nothing. If I saw the audiobook going, I might try it. And then one that does hurt me a little bit is Finding Sky by Joss Sterling. So I just read this, it's in this vlog, so I can put it back on my shelf now because I wanted to talk about it in my wrap up. But I was going to keep it because it was just like a different fantasy. I thought it was cool, but I'm not feeling any sort of way about it since rereading it. I do have the second book in the series, which I'm going to read, but apart from that, I have no appeal to continue reading them. So it's going to go just after I've done my wrap up. Okay, I kid you not, I have been unhauling for like 45 minutes. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 books to talk about. And I think only one of them will be slightly controversial. So that is a total of 17 books unhauled tonight. My aim was 20, so we're okay. The first one is Stealing Phoenix by Joss Sterling. I know that the audiobook is available on my library app, so I'm literally going to request that as soon as I'm done here, and I will listen to the audiobook over the next couple days. Technically they're not an unhaul because I'm reading it, but I know I'm not going to keep the physical book because I got rid of the first one. Gingerbread by Helen Oyemi. I don't know why I picked this up. I recognised it. It was $1. It was $1, it was in America. Writers and Lovers by Lily King. This is one of, why am I not in focus? This is one of Rachel's favourite books. I need to learn not to read Rachel's favourite books because I'm not going to like them and I'm just going to upset Rachel. So it's not going to happen. Home by Mark Ballabon. I picked this up at Yelp. It is signed and personalised to me. The author was really sweet, so I bought his book. I don't want to read it. The Man Who Died Twice by Richard Osman. This is the second book in the Thursday Murder Club series. I have absolutely no interest in reading this right now. I got it because I know Chelsea loves this series and she wanted me to love the first one. I didn't quite 100% love it, so nothing is appealing to me about that. Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. I have read 2 Morgan Matsons now and either strongly disliked or hated them both, so I'm getting rid of Second Chance Summer, and I am also getting rid of The Unexpected Everything. I don't need to read Morgan Matson. I know I don't like it, so let's just move on. Don't Breathe a Word by Jordan Taylor. This is an arc I got and I did like it. I liked the story. I'm not going to read it again. Adults by Emma Jane Unsworth. The only reason I've never got rid of this is because I paid full price for it, and that means to me I can't unhaul a book, but it still doesn't change the fact I'm no longer interested in it. This one's a bit of a weird one because I do like this book and it kind of hurts me that I'm doing this, but I don't need to keep it, and that is Geekerella. I unhauled The Princess and the Fangirl, which is book 2, and I did enjoy this one a lot more, but I don't think it would hold up on reread. And I started thinking maybe I need to reread it to see if it would hold up on reread. The idea of rereading it, reread now doesn't sound like a word. The idea of rereading it is just like, I don't want to do that. So I'm never going to do it. Okay, last one, and the one I think like I'm kind of sad about, but I've been trying to read this for months and I just don't want to do it, is Night Bloom by Peace Adso Mehdi. The publisher reached out to me because I read His Only Wife and I did enjoy it, but I didn't love it. And they asked me if I'd like to receive a copy of the author's second book. I said yes, and it's not like a paid review. There were no expectations on the review. This came out in August, I think. No, July, the start of July, and nothing about this is appealing to me. So I'm gonna unhaul it and feel like a horrible person as I do. But that's the unhaul of the evening. I better get these listed on Vinted, maybe tomorrow, because I cannot be bothered right now. I'll just make a pile that makes me feel productive, and then I'm gonna go have a bubble bath because I am sweaty and disgusting, and I'm glad I shared that with the internet. Hello, I've just got home on Saturday. I wasn't intending to go out today. I was reading for the entire day, but I ended up at the market that me and my parents like to go to. That is basically just weird stuff. So I've got a few bags to show you. The first one, there's a lot of Amazon blind bags, and the one that my dad got was this box of shoes, and they are fake Converse. Like, they're made awfully, and they say on the back Canve Rons rather than Converse, but he actually got these for £2. So, and they're my size. My mystery bags, I got 3. This was number 1, and it's this monstrosity. But I'm thinking if I do like a Hannah Montana fancy dress, it's like a one sequin boobed mini dress that poofs. Fancy dress, this would be perfect. For what costume? I don't know, but Hannah Montana is screaming at me. This one, I got a Stargate DVD, which I've given to my granddad. A Seance to Contact the Spirit of Diana, which will be going, I'll check eBay first, but we'll be going in the bin. And Legacy Dark Shadows on PC. That was another £1 wasted. I am going to Google all these things before I get rid of them, because who knows? You don't know what sounds good. And then bag number 3. Oh, I forgot to get the sports bra from my mom, because she got a sports bra. I have a satin pillowcase, a rather large, for me, sports bra, and a Halloween decoration lace. I'll put that in the Halloween bag too. I have like a dressing up bag. Not as weird as it sounds. What else did I buy? What else did I buy? Oh, a can of Dr. Pepper and cream soda, which I'm going to treat myself to. I then grabbed some wrapping paper with Christmas jumpers on, and this is how pre-planned I am. Due to plans that we've made, I am going to be seeing Rachel in person to give her Christmas present. So I found a Disney Christmas bag. So I've got Rachel's Christmas present bag, and then this one is avocados. Some lucky fellow is gonna get avocados. Christmas cards. Oh, I'm currently reading The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa, which I'm going to finish after this. Next most exciting is this item. So all of this has come from the same place. Like, this is one of the weirdest places. And my dad got a pair of Nike Air Forces. Air Forces? Is that what they're called? So this is an item that actually Laura made me want. And I'll be setting it up very shortly. So simple. It is one of those bath shelves. So you just put it along your bath and you can pop a drink on it and you book on it while you're in the bath. I always need something to put my stuff on. So a shelf for my stuff in the bath. Then what's next? I got 5 CDs, right? I'm old school. My car has a CD player and it's more reliable than my aux lead. So these were £1 each. I got Imagine Dragons Night Visions, which is apparently their 10th anniversary edition. The Greatest Showman, which includes a sing-along version. The Grease soundtrack. I'm convinced I already have this, but that's fine. The Music of Nashville, the TV show. And Jason Aldean, big fan. So £5 on CDs that I didn't need. I spent so much money today. Then I spent £8 on a couple of clothes. This is a lilac cardigan, originally from Boohoo, that I got for £3. £3. These aren't reading vlogs anymore, are they? I've completely lost the plot. This orange jumper, again from Boohoo. It doesn't have a size on it, but this was £2 for a bit of like a dusty orange brown colour. And then this was £3 from Topshop. It's a Topshop 14, so I thought it might fit me. It's this stripy buttoned up dress. I thought it was adorable. So 3 bits of clothes. And then finally, Milk Duds. They have a lot of American sweet stalls. Milk Duds. And these Kit Kat bites. I'm not even sure where they're from. I'm gonna go with Korean, but don't quote me on that. So they're like strawberry Kit Kat bites, which look really cool. And that, oh wait, and I bought a pick a mix for far too much money. But, So I'm gonna go away now, put some of this stuff in the wash, organise bits and bobs, and read this. I have many things I need to be doing today. It is Sunday, it is like 10 o'clock in the morning. We've had the time change, so I feel like it's later. I don't know what's going on, but I want to read Satan's Affair. It's 144 pages, so I've got that. I've got the pumpkin spice is burning, and I've got my I'd rather be reading cup of tea. So I'm gonna sit here and read Satan's Affair and not do much else. Hello, do I have some reading updates for you? I have 3 books that I finished this weekend. I think one of them was technically Saturday night. It is now Sunday night. I'm just cozying up to read for the evening. Not that I've done anything else all day, but I haven't seemed to manage too much reading during my day. Anyway, last night, did I tell you I finished The Worst Best Man? I don't know if I did. So if I did, this will be cropped at this point. If I didn't, I'll carry on talking. So we're following Lena, who is a wedding planner, and we first glance back to her own wedding where the bride, no, she's the bride, where the groom walked out and, well, he didn't show up to the ceremony. He walked out on her in the relationship. The person who breaks this news to her is Max, who is the groom's brother. We then fast forward 3 years later and Lena is offered a job or a job interview for the Cartwright Hotel Group, who are expanding into weddings, and they want her to be like the wedding coordinator. But to do that, she needs to prove that she can work well and with the marketing company, who obviously is Max and Andrew, the groom. She teams up with Max, and can she fall in love with her ex-fiance's brother? Like, clearly she can, it's a romance. So I rated this 3 stars in the end. I really like the idea of the story, but the pacing seemed really weird for me. And I don't know whether it was just old school formulaic. Like, we know with a romance, they're gonna get together, there's gonna be a big problem, which is, oh my God, this is awful, and they're gonna get together again at the end. It's always what happens, but it all happened very late, and then we just didn't really see much excitement at the end. I don't know. It felt weird to me. The whole way through I was like, wait, what's happened? How long have we been in this situation? I'm not sure. So 3 stars is a fine rating from me, but yeah, the pacing was just a little bit weird. Then I read Satan's Affair by H.D. Carlton. This is a 4-star read, and I think that me and the author both need mental help for that rating and the contents of this book. So this is by the author of Haunting Adeline, which I'm reading next month, and this was purchased for me by Claire over at Books and Ink, and she told me I had to read this book before reading Haunting Adeline. So I read it. This is so messed up. Like, I'm actually trying to de-influence you to read this book, because there's a scene in this that I'm doing the full video on Haunting Adeline, and I will probably read out anything. I read out everything that was disgusting in Den of Vipers. There was one scene in this that I would not have felt comfortable reading out, because I just feel like it's a step too far. That is how messed up this book is. But I really enjoyed it. So 144 page novella, when we take out the preview for Haunting Adeline, 4 stars, an interesting time. Then I've just finished Stealing Phoenix by Joss Sterling. This is book 2 in the Finding Sky series about the Benedict brothers. I think it's actually called like the Benedict series, I don't know. 2.5 stars, unfortunately. So the first book, on my first read, I gave it 4 stars, which I did earlier this week. But when I reread it and listened to the audiobook, it went down to 3. This one, the story just wasn't as strong as Finding Sky. It really wasn't. The romance didn't feel there. So it was 3 stars for kind of like a fine story. But the audiobook narrator is just, I don't mean this as a proper attack on the lady, but they're just so bad. Like, there's so many different accents and voices that she does that make me cringe so hard on the inside. So it wasn't as good of a story, and the audiobook made me want to yeet the book. So 2.5 stars for that one. So that's everything I have read today and yesterday. It's now like just gone 7, so I'm just finishing up dinner, well, making dinner. I need to eat dinner, and then I'm going to start Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. The last reading challenge I have to do for Laura's Facebook challenge is a book that's been adapted, so I'm going to try and get Breaking Dawn finished in the next 2 days. Wow, I didn't realise we were quite that late in the month. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Okay, so just coming in now to wrap up the vlog. I did start reading Breaking Dawn last night. It is now Monday, and I got up to page 164, which is 1 chapter into Jacob's book within the book. If you know, you know. I literally just started it with her, Jacob. So yeah, I did start reading Breaking Dawn, page 164 out of like 800. And I want to finish this by the end of tomorrow. Probably not going to happen, but I can try. So if you have watched the vlog to this point, then thank you very, very much for sticking with me. The cover is over there. The cover of Breaking Dawn is chess pieces. So can I please have a chess piece emoji to show that you got to this point in the video? I need to head off now, like straight away. I'm not going to beat around the bush, because I have got videos to edit, books to read, movie nights to host, all the things. So thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.